Welcome to today's podcast. We're diving into something really profound, the dedication of a house of worship. It's more than just a physical building, right?
Absolutely. When we think of a sanctuary, it's so much more than just walls and a roof. It's about setting aside a place where we can connect with the divine. It's about reverence, peace, and making sure the space is undistracted from worldly activities.
And there's this idea that when we step into the sanctuary, it's meant to be a space where we leave behind distractions. No chatting, no transactions, just prayer, reflection, and focus on God's word. How do you think that impacts the overall worship experience?
I think it's crucial because it creates a space for the soul to breathe, almost. It's about setting apart a moment to be in the presence of something bigger than ourselves. If we're too distracted or casual, we lose the sense of awe. But when we enter that space with reverence, it cultivates a deeper connection with God.
Right, and that goes hand in hand with the spiritual foundation of the dedication, doesn't it? It's not just the building, it's the people who worship within it. A building might be beautiful, but the true beauty, in God's eyes, is in the holiness and faithfulness of his people.
Exactly. It's the congregation, not the architecture, that matters most. The people are meant to be living temples, obedient, consecrated, faithful. This isn't just about a place, but about a mindset and a lifestyle that reflects devotion.
So it's less about the building and more about the spirit within it. Like, the outward form is just a symbol until the true dedication happens through the people who gather there.
Yep. And if we look at the scriptures, we see this pattern, especially with the story of David in 1 Chronicles 17. He wanted to build a house for the Lord, but God told him it would be his descendant who would. That promise, of course, points directly to Christ, who's preparing an eternal dwelling for his people.
And that's fascinating because if we take a step back, earthly sanctuaries are temporary. They're symbols for the time being. The real fulfillment comes with the New Jerusalem, as mentioned in Revelation 21, when God will dwell among his redeemed people. But what about this idea that God's greatest works are often hidden in simplicity?
It's kind of mind-blowing, isn't it? God often works in ways that seem ordinary to us. Look at Noah, for example. He was told to build an ark for a flood that hadn't even happened yet. It seemed completely foolish to a generation that was advanced and prosperous. But that act of simple obedience was the path to salvation.
That's a great example. And then there's Moses, born in humble circumstances, raised in a foreign household, and yet called by God to lead his people out of bondage. It's like God deliberately chooses the humble and simple for some of the most extraordinary purposes.
Exactly. It's his method across the ages, using ordinary means to bring about extraordinary results. And even the Messiah, Jesus, didn't come in royal splendor. He was born in a stable, lived simply, and ministered without the wealth or power we'd expect from someone divine.
That's powerful, isn't it? God's ways often confront our human expectations. We want grandeur, we want signs, we want something flashy. But God's truth is often hidden in simplicity.
It's a reminder to be cautious of intellectual pride, too. People often rely on their own wisdom or demand signs before they'll accept something. But the true understanding of God's ways isn't found in human reasoning. It's revealed through faith.
And that's where I think the challenge lies, right? Recognizing God's work in the simplicity of the present moment. So often we look back at history or forward to the future, but miss what he's doing right now because it doesn't meet our expectations.
That's the truth. It's like when God's word is given to us, we're meant to receive it simply, without overcomplicating it. Our personal interpretations can cloud the pure message. The call is to stand firm on what's written and trust that God's plan is unfolding, even if it's not in a way we understand immediately.
And what's even more striking is the call to faithfulness. It's not just about worshipping in a building, it's about living a life of worship. Our actions, decisions, everything should reflect that we're already living in the presence of God's eternal tabernacle.
That's such a powerful point. True reverence isn't limited to Sundays or to a sanctuary. It should extend to how we live daily. Being faithful means living with obedience, guarding the truth, and watching for Christ's return.
And in the end, it all comes down to the recognition that God's methods may look humble, but they're full of divine wisdom. When we embrace this, we're ready to follow him, no matter how simple his ways may seem.
That's so true. The dedication of a sanctuary is more than just a ceremony. It's a declaration that we, as his people, are set apart for his service. It's about our hearts, not just the space we gather in.
Exactly. It's a reminder that the space belongs to God, but so do we. Our lives, our hearts, everything. It's all set apart for his service, now and forever.
And that's what makes the dedication truly significant. Not just the building, but the people who are committed to making it a place of worship, living out their devotion day by day.
Beautifully said. That wraps up today's discussion on the dedication of the house of worship. Thanks for listening, and we hope this encourages you to reflect on how you're dedicating your life to God, today and always.